All right, y'all, part 104. So where I had left off at 103, yeah, my daddy ended up hiring Maurice for one of the shifts. We had like 3 to 7, 7 to 11, 11 to 7. So, shit, Joker went to having his own money and I let him keep ours money. He dating, taking on, he had all the girls. God, he really was handsome. Like, he really was handsome. He really was. And I don't even think he was able to even see that. All right, so until then, I had my dog too. Life was great. Oh my god, like, yep, life was great all the way up until my daddy gets sick with some shit out the blue. And tomorrow is bad. I'm talking about they asking me his veins and shit was collapsing. They couldn't even get no IV in them. Like when they did take him to grade him, his blood sugar was low. They said he should have been delusional. Cause they was asking him like what the date was, what his name was, who the president is right then, and all that. And he was answering it right. But they was saying his blood pressure was like 50 or something. It was real low. So they was trying to put an IV in him, but his veins was collapsing. It was so bad. They had to put the damn IV in his penis, up in his eggplant. I didn't even know you could do that shit, but they did. They ain't had no other choice. That was where they could get a vein in. So people gonna ask me about a DNR, a do not resuscitate. But I'm like, oh no, ain't nobody doing it. We gonna do everything possible. I'm like, and then I'm not even the oldest person to even make that type of decision. Yeah, I gotta call my brother. And I made him call Lee because I did. But I told him, oh no, bitch, nah, you gonna resuscitate on that one. That's what I always be saying. That's what I had told them. They asked me that about Jamie. I'm like, nah, I do everything possible. If anything happen with him, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm gonna be the person to take care of him. It was like, you sure you know how? I said, my daddy was quadriplegic, and I took care of him. Yeah, I just so happened to know how. So yeah, do absolutely everything. Then when I had told him on Jamie, with my daddy Irvin, they was asking me this shit too. Oh, nah, you gonna resuscitate. Yeah, the whole time. So, they ended up putting my dad in ICU. So, I go home from the hospital with my daddy, and Maurice sick. Maurice is sick. He do not feel good, and he look bad. So I go to Kroger or somewhere and get like soup and orange juice and crackers. Cause you know what I'm saying, he had no appetite and he couldn't eat nothing that was really heavy. So I went to go get chicken noodle soup and shit like that. And some orange juice. You know all the shit I know to get. That was that morning. I had woke up and seen he was like feverish. So I went to the store to get all that shit, and when I come back, I go to this boy and roll him over Do y'all know this fucking boy's skin was bubbling up and falling off? Swear to God. He had done bust out. Oh, I had left out. He was having seizures. He started having seizures. Like everybody doing good. He doing good. Helping me take care of my daddy. It's a job. He getting paid. Everything is good. He started having seizures, and he had never had them. So when the doctor prescribed him the Dilantin and gave him a dosage, he was trying to make sure the Dilantin get in his system fast, so he like gave him a high dosage at first and was then like breaking it down less and less, just trying to like get to hurry up and get in his system. I don't think that doctor should have did that. He had a fucking allergic reaction to the Dilantin, which okay, it was like he was having an allergic reaction to the Dilantin and being feverish. The boy was big. He was, a teenager, but he still had to go to children. I had Medicaid. He was getting food stamps and Medicaid, everything. So I had to take him to Houston in Atlanta to children. So children give him Motrin. The reaction that he's having now is from the Dilantin. I just didn't know it then. And then for him to go to Houston and they give him Motrin, he busts out with a Steven Johnson syndrome. Y'all could Google it. I had never heard of this shit a day in my motherfucking life until my godson busts out with this shit on me. And what it does is make the people burn from the inside out. Just burning. I'm talking about hot, like this fire up in the inside of their body. They say 60% of the people that have an allergic reaction and catch the Steven Johnson syndrome die. My godson ain't died though, but look what all happened though. I'm finna tell you what all happened. Like I said, I come from the Kroger or wherever the fuck I had when it gotta be Kroger. That's what was around. So with the soup and shit, and turn this baby over, and his skin is burled up and falling off. Yeah. When I turned him over, his lip had done fell off, like a layer of his lip with other parts of his face, skin. Had done fell off of his face. And he in the bed. It fell off on the bed. All this is bubbled up. Like, it's just so bubbled up. Like, that shit was crazy. Imagine you leave somebody and they fine with their skin. I had just looked at the boy right before I went to Kroger. Just that fast, his fucking skin had bubbled up and melting off of him. I immediately called the ambulance. They bring him to Houston. They have him in ICU in Houston. Houston and Grady is straight across the street from each other. I have two loved ones in my house. One in ICU at Grady, one in ICU in Houston at the exact same time. One get admitted in ICU this day, the other one get admitted in ICU the next day. Yeah. I don't know who that type of shit happens to, but it happened to me.